Gonna break down some beats I made of tracks of the new album, all self-produced. And here's the intro of it. I started by playing some Rhodes keyboard chords, wooden board stack to make a house. You got the key to unlock it or something like that. Nothing too abnormal. Then we get, the bass going low, like oceanic depths of the song. I guess the Rhodes would kind of be like the sky or like the clouds, if we're thinking about it in terms of range, applying to the atmosphere of what the earth is. And I got the words sitting right at sea level.
Hey, let's get into it.
I layered some of the guitar chords, mainly for the chorus, kind of in the background. You can just hear a lot of noises, you can just hear a lot of noises and vocal layers. Wanted the intro track to have a lot of vocal layers to create textures and kind of like a unique atmosphere of it all.
Genre blending.
Got the sections that are a little bit more staccato, break down the beat. Kind of what I'm doing right now, a beat breakdown. Give the chords a little more impact, a little gusto. I was kind of geeking when I added the synth line, tied it all together. Also some muted guitar palm plucks in the distant background too, kind of like, yesterday in my page. And a distant, like a small mountain range and, like a distant Bob Ross painting that, adds something, builds out the scene, but it's also not too distracting. It's not really the main focus of it all. Here I am just kind of like muting and unmuting different layers to show different elements. And here's all of it stacked together now again, showing,
mental cabins find me inventing things there used to be.
Then going back to, just the drums and the guitar, kind of just jumping around, Dan Grabbit hunting for good nuggets.
Capture it to MP3, disregard the MP3 listening.
So then at this point, decided to click over to a different project. I just kind of wanted to show the workflow of kind of how it is booting up these projects. It's a soulful track. I started with some piano and then like lots of vocal layers again. It's interesting how many tracks have like similar instruments or elements of general things like that, but just utilizing it in such different ways and different expressions, different moods, all that jazz. What? Like you can, it's kind of like you can, build 100 different houses with the keyboard. Wooden boards. You can build 100 different houses with the same hammer. It's kind of like the tools are universal. The key, you unlock it, but you can just make so many different styles. I guess that's what the album is all about. Just kind of different means of expression. So you can see, kept layering this chord progression made with different instruments.
So show toast to anything that's meant.
Like some strings, a little orchestra inside my computer, kind of like a mini quartet. Shrunk down the musical director, just turned them into wires and cables, all joined in to create some harmony of, just kind of at the click of a button. A few clicks away. Also, I guess I could talk about the wacky switch up of the track. Really just kind of half time sped the drum pattern that I programmed in, so it could first sound different, and then I ran it through a plugin called Grossbeat that kind of gives it different rhythms and chomps it up, kind of like a dang, onion in the stir fry or something like that. I kind of showed the presets it uses. I think I remember tweaking some a little bit to create the dynamic sound that I wanted to achieve. Real fun stuff. Getting chippity choppity. Then obviously at this point, 2 times speed the chorus. Just trying to morph it, slow it, or speed it, or whatever. Did some little chomping on my own, kind of chopping peppers, I guess would be the vocal if we're going back to the stir fry, if the beat was the onions. Not really trying to produce tears chopping in. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, let's go into the third beat that I wanted to break down. Just kind of showing different little layers again, really like, sedimentary rock or something like that, like some elements, or the way it all stacks. Lots of these instruments and everything have tons of effects or equalizers. Not really getting into on it. I just wanted to give a brief overview, but I do use a lot of stock sounds also. Oh, stock soup, that could tie back to this stir fry. Like stock is also, it doesn't matter. Stock also means it comes with FL Studio. But I also then downloaded a lot of my packs and drum sounds and different like one shots and
Pockets deep as a canyon, like 100 grand. 100 grand of the rubber bands, wrapping up a money sandwich.
to add certain elements, but I'm always of the mindset like I prefer to not spend money on something if I can get the same outcome for free. So I kind of just end up downloading a bunch of free things to add to it to beef it up a little bit. For patterns, again, it all depends on various variables of whatever I feel like doing. Truly, that's all music, just following the flow of the river and all that jazz. Even if you're not always making jazz, it's just the same idea of how jazz, I guess, morphs within whatever the environment is. It's free flowing, just like you gotta be. So yeah, there are some songs on the album that are also in the theme of jazz, whatever. Lots of fun sounds and poetry and different expressions, funny stuff, and also the stuff I put my heart and soul into. But also some tracks I made just for the heck of it. Blending genres. The genre blender. Kind of was what they call it. At your service. Blending.